Understanding life systems, growth and changes in plants. Hi, I'm in grade 3 and today I'm going to talk about understanding life systems, growth and changes in plants. This is also going to be in grade 3 science. Do you know where plants get energy from? Plants get energy from 3 sources. These are the sun, air, and water. These 3 sources help the plant stay alive and grow big and tall. Some of you might be thinking plants breathe in the same air as us, oxygen, but they don't. They breathe in what we breathe out, carbon dioxide. Plants alike and different. Plants have 4 main parts. Those are roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Plants can also make their own food. Plants can be very huge and tall, over 300 feet, to the very, very small leafy plant. You can easily fit a dozen of them on a pin. Plants help humans in many ways. Some are known for their beautiful flowers, and some are known for their juicy fruit, and some have cotton, where we can make clothes, and there are many, many more. Leaves. Plants have leaf system. A system is when something that is made of parts that work together. As you can see on the top right corner, plants have different types of leaves. They can be flat, big, long, and many more. The leaves are important because they make food for the entire plant. And it's a type of sugar, not the sugar your mom uses. The sugar I'm talking about is called the glucose. This glucose is the plant's food. Those leaves we were talking about have leaf veins, and these leaf veins carry water to all the different parts of a leaf. Stems are another type of important part of the plant. They hold up the plant's leaves and the fruits, flowers, cotton, etc. Stems carry water to the whole plant and food. The plant needs to be healthy. Leaves makes the food, and the stems carry that food to the whole plant. Roots. Roots help to hold a plant in the ground. If plants didn't have good roots, they may blow away or wash away. Roots take in water and minerals from the soil. Minerals are special nutrients to help keep the plant healthy. How flowering plants make seeds. The flower is a part of a plant that makes the seed, and each part of the flower has an important job. If you smell a lily or any flower too close, do you have yellow powder on your nose? If you do, then that yellow powder is called pollen. If the middle part gets pollinated off a flower, then seeds form and is protected by a special type of fruit. Some plants pollinate by themselves, which is called self-pollination. Some plants pollinate by the wind, but the most common pollination is when insects like bees pollinate the flower. A bee is one of the insects. When a bee lands on a flower, pollen collects on the bee And when the bee lands on the part that needs to get pollinated, the flower gets pollen. How coniferous trees make seeds. A coniferous tree is a tree that grows cones instead of flowers or fruit. And if you hear the word coniferous, it kind of sounds like the word cone. Not all coniferous trees lose their leaves. Most coniferous trees are evergreen. That means that even in the winter, some leaves have to be there. Some coniferous trees are the pine, fir, spruce, and hemlock. There are two different types of cones. There is a large seed cone and there are smaller pollen cones. When it is the right time, the pollen cones give off pollen and then the wind blows the pollen into the seed cones. How new plants grow. When a plant reproduces, it starts a new plant. Some ways plants reproduce are by the wind. Seeds can travel through the wind. Take a dandelion, for example. They have a kind of feather that helps them to glide in the wind. Some seeds travel by the water. Take a coconut. They grow on a coconut tree, of course, and they go in the water and move to a different place. Some seeds stick to the fur of an animal and they're carried to different places. Have you ever been walking through a forest or any area and then you got these burrs stuck onto you? Well, these burrs stick on animals' fur and get traveled to different places and drop and they can go there. A closer look at seeds. Seeds have a seed coat, which helps protect the plant. Some might be very, very thin, and some might be very fat. When seeds are given the right condition, they begin to germinate. Germinate means to begin to grow or develop. A seed needs to have air, water, and the correct temperature to be able to germinate. Seeds get their energy from something called a seed leaf. Because when it's deep in the ground, it has no sunlight and no leaves. Remember, a mature plant uses its leaves. And of a seed, it uses its leaves, seed leaves, to get its energy. But of course, remember to water your seeds. Plants from the past. Have you ever seen a fossil? Well, a fossil are the remains of a plant or animal from previous times. These fossils on the top right corner, these animals and plants are extinct. Extinct means they have no more living members in their group. Some fossils were made from plants that died and were pressed into the mud. Another type of fossil is petrified wood. Petrified wood is made when rock replaces the parts that makes up a plant. Fossils help scientists a lot. For example, a magnolia flower. By studying fossils, scientists have learned that magnolias have lived on the earth for a very long time, when dinosaurs were alive, and they're still alive today. Studying plant traits. A plant trait is the color, the length, its growth, and its thickness. When we study plant traits, that means that we take possibly the color, the taste, the amount of sugar. All of these are plant traits, and there are many other plant traits. Here are some examples. There are tall, round, yellow, green, inflated, green, exile, short, wrinkled. There are many. Germinating seeds. It can take 1 week to germinate seeds. I don't think you know, but you can germinate seeds in your house. But make sure you have parent supervision. Some things can go wrong. These are the things you need to germinate seeds. In your house, a plate. If you want, you can have different types of seeds. If you want different types of seeds to germinate. But if you only want one, you can try one first. Water to keep them moist, and 2 tissues. Remember to be patient. It takes some time for them to germinate. I hope you guys learned some information from my presentation. Bye!